Every year, 3 billion Kinder eggs are sold worldwide. An irresistible chocolate egg with a surprise inside. But how are Kinder Surprise eggs made? We visited the Ferrero factory to discover how one of the world's most popular sweets is produced. Kinder eggs were created by Michele Ferrero, the founder of the Italian company, in 1974. Inspired by the Italian tradition of Easter eggs hiding surprises inside, Michele Ferrero had an innovative vision to recreate that magical experience but make it available year-round. To achieve this, Ferrero combined his expertise in chocolate production with a revolutionary idea, placing a small surprise toy inside the egg. This is how Kinder Surprise was born, a product that quickly won the hearts of both children and adults. The egg consists of a milk chocolate shell on the outside and white chocolate on the inside, enclosing a yellow capsule with the surprise toy. Interestingly, it is believed that the yellow color of the capsule references the egg yolk, reinforcing the visual connection to the original concept. After its launch, Kinder Surprise was an immediate success in Europe, starting in France and rapidly expanding to other countries on the continent. Over time, it also conquered markets in Latin America, Asia, and other regions. However, in the United States, it faced a significant challenge due to FDA regulations prohibiting non-edible objects inside food. In response, the company launched an alternative called Kinder Joy, in which the toy is separated from the chocolate, thus complying with U.S. laws. Today, Kinder Surprise is much more than just a sweet treat. It is a symbol of creativity, tradition, and joy that has marked generations with its unique mix of flavor and excitement. But how is this delicious chocolate egg produced? The making of Kinder Surprise chocolate eggs begins with the selection and sourcing of high-quality ingredients. Cocoa beans are obtained from cacao trees grown in tropical regions, mainly in West Africa, such as Ivory Coast and Ghana. Farmers hand-harvest the ripe pods, open them, and extract the seeds surrounded by pulp for 7 days. The pulp decomposes, and the beans undergo fermentation. This process develops the characteristic flavor precursors of cocoa. After fermentation, the beans are sun-dried for 10 days, reducing their moisture content and making them easier to store and transport. The dried beans are shipped to factories, where they are carefully cleaned to remove impurities such as dust and stones. They are then stored under controlled conditions until use. The milk used comes from dairy farms that meet strict quality and sustainability standards to ensure a longer shelf life and better integration with other ingredients. The milk undergoes a drying process. First, it is pasteurized to eliminate bacteria. Then, it goes through a spray drying process, in which the liquid milk is sprayed into a hot air chamber, turning it into powdered milk. The powdered milk is hermetically packed and stored under specific conditions to maintain its freshness and quality. The sugar is obtained from sugarcane grown in tropical climates. The sugarcane stalks are crushed to extract the juice. The extracted juice is filtered, purified, and crystallized to produce refined sugar. The sugar is then bleached and purified to ensure a fine texture and neutral flavor, ideal for blending with other ingredients. The refined sugar is transported to the factory and stored in silos until it is used in production. Once all the ingredients arrive at the factory, the production process begins. The processing of cocoa beans results in cocoa mass. The cocoa mass is pressed to separate its main components: cocoa butter, a natural fat used to give chocolate its creamy texture, and cocoa powder, used for flavor and color. The cocoa butter is filtered and purified to remove any impurities. Once the cocoa butter is obtained, the ingredients are mixed. Powdered milk, sugar, and soy lecithin are weighed and combined in exact proportions to create the two characteristic layers of the egg. The outer layer, made of milk chocolate, balances cocoa and sweetness, while the inner layer, made of white chocolate, has a creamier and sweeter taste. These ingredients are blended in large rotating containers at controlled temperatures, ensuring a homogeneous integration of all components. The initial mixture of ingredients passes through a set of steel rollers that compress it and reduce the solid particles to microscopic sizes, typically smaller than 20 microns. This process ensures that the chocolate has a smooth texture and does not feel grainy on the palate. Conching is a key step in producing high-quality chocolate. It is carried out in large machines called conches, where the chocolate mixture is constantly stirred under heat. During this process, bitter and volatile compounds are eliminated, resulting in a more balanced and smooth flavor. The chocolate acquires a creamy and uniform consistency. Next, the chocolate undergoes a process called tempering. This controlled cooling and heating process stabilizes the cocoa butter crystals, which is essential for achieving chocolate with a glossy finish and a firm texture that does not melt easily. Once tempered, the chocolate is stored in tanks at a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius to maintain its fluidity and quality until it is used in the egg molding process. During this stage, it is constantly stirred to prevent lump formation. Temperature and viscosity are monitored to ensure that the chocolate is ready for the next step. The result of this process is high-quality chocolate, ready to be molded into the characteristic shape of Kinder Surprise eggs. The molds used to form the eggs are made of plastic and have the distinctive Kinder egg shape. They are then thoroughly cleaned and sterilized to ensure hygiene and prevent any contamination. They are slightly preheated so that the chocolate flows and adheres correctly. After preparing the molds, it is time to fill them with the delicious chocolate. The previously tempered milk chocolate is poured into the mold through dosing nozzles. The molds are placed in a rotating machine that spins them in all directions. This movement ensures that the chocolate evenly coats the inner walls of the mold, forming a thin and uniform layer. The molds pass through a conveyor belt that distributes them into a cooling tunnel. Here, the chocolate is cooled to a specific temperature, allowing the outer layer to harden enough to support the next layer. Once the milk chocolate layer has solidified, a thinner layer of white chocolate is poured into the molds. The molds rotate again so that the white chocolate evenly coats the inside of the milk chocolate layer. Each Kinder egg includes a yellow plastic capsule containing the surprise. These capsules are manufactured and assembled on a separate production line, where the toys are carefully inserted. The capsules undergo strict quality controls to ensure their safety. Next, the capsules are automatically positioned in the center of one half of the egg. The two halves of the egg, one with the capsule and one without, are automatically aligned by high-precision machines. The halves are joined by applying slight pressure and a bit of heat so that the chocolate acts as a natural glue. This step ensures that the egg is completely sealed and that the surprise capsule is securely inside. The completed eggs go through both automatic and manual inspections to verify that the halves are properly aligned and the sealing is perfect. The result of this step is fully formed Kinder Surprise eggs, ready for the packaging stage. Each Kinder Surprise egg is individually wrapped in a thin aluminum foil, specially designed to prevent exposure to light and moisture, preserving the freshness of the chocolate. The aluminum foils are cut to specific sizes and applied by automatic machines that wrap each egg and seal the packaging using pressure and heat. Sensors and cameras verify that all eggs are correctly wrapped and that the design is readable and uniform. Kinder Surprise eggs reach consumers in perfect condition, with an attractive design, high-quality chocolate, and an exciting surprise inside. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it and share it with someone who might be interested. Also, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications to keep learning.